Let's start to have fun and let's open Premiere Pro. This is the first thing you'll see where you have to decide to open a project that you already have or to open a new project. Here you can see the projects I was working with recently. If this is your first time with Premiere Pro, of course, you're not going to have any projects here, so don't worry. Let's click in New Project. Now here you have the name of the project you're going to do. In this case, based in the video we're going to be editing for this course, I'm going to put the name A Day in the Park. Now here under the name, you'll see where are you going to save the project. And normally by default, it's going to be saved in a desktop, in a folder that belongs to Premiere Pro. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a new folder. This is the way to be organized. We have to be organized. Let's go to the desktop. Let's make it easier. Now let's create a new folder and let's call it A Day in the Park. There you go. And let's choose this folder. So the project is going to be saved here and everything we're going to have is going to be saved here. I mean, videos, audio effects, and everything we want to use for this project is going to be here. Okay, select folder and we have it here. We're going to talk about organization, how to organize all your files and everything, audios and everything before you import them to Premiere Pro in the next lesson, so don't worry. Now here in render, you have options. They can be different in your computer, okay? So this is because it depends of the hardware of your computer. So then you can choose here the playback of your files. Here where it says Mercury Playback Engine software only, I will not choose that because this is going to make Premiere Pro to play back your editing. That's gonna make Premiere Pro struggle a little bit and you don't want that. You want the software to take care of your editing and that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose, in my case, the first one, that it's actually my graphic card. It's a GPU acceleration, it says CUDA, that's my graphic card. So this is the one I want to choose. Now, normally this is chosen by default. So normally here in render, Premiere Pro is going to understand that you have a graphic card and it's going to choose it by default, but it's good for you to know what this is exactly. Now here in video, audio, capture, just leave it as it is. Don't worry about it. So now we are ready and let's go and click OK. There you go. Premiere Pro has a very user-friendly layout. And it's easy to arrange too. So as you can see, you can like move it here. If you want this to be bigger because it's more comfortable for you, you can move it. It's really user-friendly. So let's talk about the main parts of this so you will understand. Sometimes when it's the first time you come here, you see that it's a little complex, but not at all. It's very easy. You just have to know what everything is and what is it for. So let's talk about this part here. And this is called the project bin. Here is where we are going to visualize the files of the footages and pictures and titles and everything we need in our editing. And here is where we are going to pre-visualize our footage to decide what to pull in the timeline where we will edit. Also, we have the effect controls here. And if you don't see them, because sometimes I saw cases that they don't have it here, it's very simple. You go to Window and then you're going to look for effect controls here. It's clicked, it's checked, so it means it's there. If it's not checked, it means you don't see it there. You just check it out and it's going to appear here, as simple as that. Now here we have the tools. We're going to talk in a future lesson about every single tool that we have here and how to use them. So don't worry, everything's going to be step by step and I'm going to try my best to make it very easy. Now we go to the next window. This is called the timeline. And here's where we're going to put all our footages to cut them, stretch them, put them effects, transitions, and music. Basically here and this place is where the editing is happening. Now here next to the timeline, we have the audio meter. And this is basically where you are going to measure the decibels of the audio. We will see more of this in a future lesson, so don't worry. If you don't see it here, you know what to do. Again, go to Windows, and then you look for audio meters here. There you go. As you can see, it's clicked. So if you don't see it here, if you don't see it down there, it's because it's not checked. You just checked it and it's going to appear. And that's it. Now let's go to the top window. This is the playback monitor. And here is where we are going to visualize what we're going to be editing. So this is the fun part is here. You're going to see how everything is becoming beautiful in your editing. Now I want to show you also this part here on the top. You can see a lot of different layouts. Why there are different layouts? I'm going to show you. If you go to learning, for example, it's a complete different layout. You see, it's a different layout. Assembly is a different layout. Editing is a different layout, and so on. I'm using Mario Workplace because I created my own layout. This is actually the way I like to work. And you can also customize everything. For example, I'm going to show you. Here it says effects. If you click in effects and you hold the click and you start to move it like this, you can put it here. You can put it here if you want, here if you want. But I like to use it here. You see, it just moved here. That's incredible. That's the best of Premiere Pro. You can actually customize everything. I put it like this so I can actually read a little bit here. And then I just come here in Mario's Workplace and put reset to save, or you can put also save changes to this workplace. I'm going to save the changes to this workplace. And that's it. Now this workplace is becoming something comfortable for me. In your case, because it's the first time you're using Premiere Pro, you're not gonna have your name here as a workplace. So you can do exactly the same. I'm gonna go back here, how it was. It was like this, right? We're going to go to editing because basically when you start with Premiere Pro, this is what you're going to see. Mario's Workplace is something I created. It's my comfortability to edit and I saved it. So let's go to editing. This is how you're going to see it. So you can, for example, media browser. You know what? I don't like this. You can close it. Libraries. You know what? I'm not going to use this. And like this is better, but I want the effects to be, for example, here. Don't worry if it's confusing, because everything, we're gonna see everything in detail, little by little, very easy. So I'm just showing you how to save the layout. Then you can come here. You know what? I like this layout. This is the best. You go to editing and you can put here, save as new workplace. Click it here. And then here you're gonna put, I don't know, Michael Workplace, Tom Workplace, Karina Workplace, however you want. You put your name here and this is going to be saved exactly like I have here Mario Workplace, okay? And that's it. My suggestion is when you come to editing, you work with the software, practice the software, follow the course with me. Let's go step by step. And then little by little, you're gonna realize how comfortable you are if you move this here or move this there and everything. Don't create something if you're not familiarized with the software. First familiarize, and then little by little, you're going to be creating your own workplace. And that's the best because then that helps you to make your workflow faster.